Hey, I'm Bubba.
And I'm John.
We use our questionable and sometimes traumatic childhood experiences to hopefully become better parents.
We might not succeed,
But listen,
they're fine.
I mean, you're complaining about how tired you are. I dare you to talk to my wife about how tired you are.
Why would I talk to your wife about how tired
Because,
I am?
dude, she went off on me the other day when I said I'm tired. I complained about being tired and having to wake up early for something that I volunteered to do, which was take her dad to cataract surgery. And she was like, "You need to go to bed." And I was working on a rewrite.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't go to bed too late." You know, it was 1 a.m. I went to bed.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm tired. She's like, "Oh, you're tired? You know who else is tired? Women."
All women.
What the fuck?
For the audience at home, the door just creepily opened and no one came in.
Well,
I think we were expecting a dog to walk in, and it didn't happen.
you know, this was the last place my dad slept here before he died. And we would have this locked up, and we'd come home and the door would be open.
More ghost stories, huh? Last week it was Ghost Dog. Now it's Ghost Dad.
And there'd be all these Bill O'Reilly books scattered around.
Back to not being allowed to talk about how you're tired.
Well, because here's the thing: women had to wake up to breastfeed. They were up at all the feeds, and they never forget it.
They never fucking forget.
They're never going to forget
This is a common plight of all husbands everywhere. You're not allowed to talk about being tired.
Yeah, because they had to do it.
Yeah.
You didn't have the milk, and if you did have the milk, you wouldn't have done it.
Definitely
you would have made them not.
No.
So when I was talking about moving this schedule around to accommodate your new life change with the puppy and your wife's new career,
I'm going to let this pass for comedic sake, but it's okay. Go ahead.
She was like, "Oh, you might have to move a thing. Big fucking deal. Don't talk to me."
Yeah.
She was so mad. I was like, I will never again even talk about the nature of time with her.
Sure.
Just forget it.
You ever try to go to bed before your wife?
No, I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I have either. I want to try it once just to see her reaction.
I think I did it once. Only time was when I was deathly sick.
Yeah. So I want to say like, all right, I'm off to bed.
Yeah.
When she's, doing dishes or something.
Yeah.
Right.
But here's the other thing though, is I run this fucking house. Okay. Like she runs the schedule, right? That's her thing. But the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, the vacuuming, you name it.
Sure.
It's your boy. So I do have that going for me that I don't think a lot of men do.
I do not.
But I also have something not going for me, and that's that I'm not the breadwinner. She is. So she has that. So it is a constant
I am
battle.
sometimes jealous of your division of labor that you and Jenna have because I feel that you guys have really clear lines of who's in charge of what. And I think with Catherine and I, we both work full time.
Yeah,
right?
And you both make a lot of money.
We both contribute equally to our bills, right?
Yeah.
So it's when it comes to any domestic duties around the house, we're constantly splitting them up, and sometimes it feels like a bit too much scorekeeping, right? Where it's like, oh, I did this, but did you do that? Like I took out the trash, did you do it's you know what I mean? There's like like you're keeping score.
Well,
sometimes.
she also will mow the lawn oftentimes.
Jenna.
Yeah, she likes to mow the lawn.
Sure.
I'll do it. I fucking hate doing the lawn though. But the other thing though is, in this is another domestic thing I'm sure you guys get into, and I think maybe I've talked to you about this, is like the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to do them because she does not do a thorough job.
Okay.
There will be things not fully cleaned, or she'll be like, the dishes are done and all the pans are still in the sink. And I'm like, well, they're not. And the counter's all fucked up.
Sure.
And the same with the lawn. She will get out there and mow that lawn. Weed whacking, she will not do. Bush trimming, typically not. She did trim a bush recently. But it is funny because she is the breadwinner, and then I'll see her out there mowing the lawn while I'm like warming up the kids' milk and stuff. And
you guys have really switched gender roles.
Kind of.
She's the Don Draper out mowing the lawn and winning the bread.
Yeah.
And then you're the Betty Draper over here doing the dishes, doing the cooking and cleaning.
Doing the crystal meth.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep and she wakes me up and says, it's time for biblical sex. And I go, I'm too tired. I have a headache.
I mean,
you always say that.
That sounds like she's going to murder you. It's time for biblical sex.
Yeah, that's what she says.
She's going to stab you.
She says, it's time for me to know you biblically. Yeah, look, I'm sorry you're tired with the dog. I hated it. I hate the puppy thing. It's having a new baby, basically.
Yeah.
Because your sleep schedule gets all messed up. Mm-hmm. Ours is going on 2 years old now, and it took months and months to get it to hold its potty, so you weren't taking it out in the middle of the night and all these things, and you're exhausted, and you got this. Your wife has this new job.
Yeah, it's just getting up early. We talked about this.
It's tough for you because you're dealing with a lot of psychological stress because you work for ICE. And just people are yelling at you and throwing dildos at you.
You know what?
Ripping these families apart.
It is hard. No one looks at it from my point of view.
Nobody thinks about the ICE officers.
No, it doesn't matter what time. Back to reality for a second. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I swear to God. 6 a.m. comes hard and fast every morning.
Yeah.
Like, I am always tired at 6 a.m. I could go to bed at 8 p.m. the night before. 6 a.m., I am still exhausted.
I want to get into shape again, get my pre-baby bod back.
Oh, okay.
And so naturally, since I'm talking about this, I'll get these ads on Instagram.
Yeah,
and it's like 30-day dad bod. And I'm like, so I finally signed up. Have I started it? No. But now I get these, influencer dads who are like in the garage working out, and they're like, you got to wake up at 4 a.m. That's the only time. You don't get more time. You have to cut into your time. So you have to go to bed early and wake up and take this probiotic gummy and this weird green powder and heat up your garage and go out there and do bench presses.
I mean, are you going to get up at 4 a.m. and fucking...
I don't know if I can do it.
No.
I have a friend who gets up at 5 a.m., but granted, he's like 70 and retired.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm chomping at the bit at 5 a.m. to start my day.
Some of my neighbors just started this too. We have a neighborhood kind of WhatsApp group. Yeah. And one of the dads in the neighborhood sent this very testosterone-driven invite. He's like, all the dads in the neighborhood, like, we got to take care of each other. Starting on this date, we're starting at 5 a.m. And he even made like a flyer and a logo. And
all the dads were like, fuck you, dude. No.
I think it was like 2 dads gave him, the buff arm emoji.
That was it. The American flag and buff arm.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's as bad as me when I decided to start a men's book club, and the first book was The Power Broker.
Yeah.
By Robert Caro, and everybody was like, yeah, no, dude.
I joined.
We had 2 meetings.
I joined.
Nobody finished.
I'd rather do that than the machismo get up at 5 a.m. and work out.
That's the shit that's club. Like, dude, we don't want it. Nobody wants to do that.
No. What are we doing?
Also, don't put it on people. Like, we're doing this. What? No.
Listen, I know you're a religious man. I'm not.
I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man, but go ahead.
Tomato.
No.
But I'm of the opinion, like, we get one crack at this life, man. We get to go around this one time. I am not spending it getting up at fucking 5 a.m. working out.
Now, I will say, I agree with you. I kind of want to, I need to figure out how I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
But
it is a real thing, for sure.
If when you die, let's say it ends in a conservative Christian fantasy of you go to heaven and they go, let's look at your life, And if St. Peter or whoever's there and they go through and they go, you could have had an extra 10 years if you didn't sleep in and take those naps. I'd go, so?
Yeah.
I'd give up 5 more years if I would have got more naps.
So yeah, you're saying I could have napped more?
I could have napped more.
Yeah.
Life is so exhausting. Life generally is exhausting right now, I think, even if you don't have kids, because it's so hard to make ends meet. You're inundated with such primordial psychological horror by the technology that we should not have with our phones and social media. And then if you have children, you got to take care of them without killing them or letting them get killed. It's exhausting. And you're having a job, and then it's like you get up at, here they come, North Korea.
Can't hear it, audience, probably, but there is a plane
I live near the airport, and
it's
a small plane airport, but during the night, but they're rebuilding a runway, so we're getting these bigger planes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, I'm fucking tired all the time. I swear to God, this is the beginning of the end.
But don't let the women know that we're tired.
No, I can't even say it.
What do you think, though, the 5 a.m. shit is the machismo answer to that you can convince yourself that you're not tired to show off to your wife after years of her breastfeeding and waking up to these babies' cries? That, you know, that's kind of part of what I notice on these social media things. And this is mean because I'm talking about people's bodies. But sometimes I look at these guys who are, you know, 40, 43 years old and like 1% body fat. And this is what my diet is. And it's all them in their garage. And, you know, they got a Blue Lives Matter flag. And, you know, they're in some shithole, you know, snowy neighborhood. And then I go, I wonder what his wife looks like. And she just looks like a milkmaid in an Amish town. And I'm like, what's this like for her going around with this guy who's shredded like he's like, you know, Rambo?
Listen, he's doing it for him.
It's this guy's, he's not, it's their whole identity. I mean, I want to look good. I want to look good in my skibbies at the beach like anybody else. But I'm like, I don't want to be a psychopath.
Yeah,
you know?
my wife does the opposite, where she's like, she sent me an Instagram post the other day, and it said the happiest men in their 40s and 50s are ones that carry around 20 pounds extra weight. She's like, because, and it's this guy talking
according
about it.
To fatdads.com.
Yeah, no, it's this guy talking about it. He's like super good shape, but they've done this studies, and he just goes, yeah, because when you're in your 40s and 50s, the amount of sacrifice you have to make to get that extra 20 off means you're working out all the time, you're watching what you eat. He's like, but you just be happier if you just have that extra slice of pizza and you're not working out like a fiend all the time. So my wife's just like, to me, because I do work out a fair amount, she's like, what are you doing? Like, calm the fuck down.
Wow.
I'm like,
does she not like it? Because it's like, my wife's always like, oh, I want to lose weight. And I'm like, your boy like him thick. You know, I don't like she, you know, I'll look at pictures of when her and I got together and we were both quite skinny. And her, I'm like, you were too skinny. I didn't like it. I like the lips, the hips, and the fingertips, you know?
I think my wife is just more of she's very pragmatic, which is she's just goes, you only have so much time. Like, what are you doing out here riding your bike for fucking 3 hours on a Saturday morning? And
it's a tricycle and you're just going around the driveway.
Yeah, she's like, you look like an idiot, you know?
You look like you had a head injury.
Yeah, no, but I think she just thinks from a practical point of view, she's just like, calm down, man. Fucking come and watch a movie with me.
Yeah, and then you're like, I can't. I've got to do my night walk.
So speaking of being tired, my primary, secondary, and tertiary goal is to get these fucking kids to bed every night.
Yeah, talk about cutting in on time.
Yeah, because then I can, move on with the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And, we've talked about it, kind of our bedtime routine with the kids. And our 9-year-old, he just wants to read all the time, every night.
What a dork.
I know, right? Which is great. Hey, we love it. We're happy. But, it can be an issue at bedtime where he just wants to read and you go, okay. And then we let him read for, about an hour. And then we have to go in, take his book light, take the book he's reading.
Oh, you got to take it away.
We got to take it away. He won't put it down. He'll read for 3 hours. He won't stop.
What is he reading?
He plows through books. He just plows through them.
What'd you say he was on now? Mein Kampf?
No, he's doing Lord of the Rings books now.
Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
So, I mean, he had done all of these kind of age-appropriate books, but his teachers, even at school, just said, we got to start challenging you with more stuff. So his teacher, who's great, we really love him, he said, hey, why don't we try Lord of the Rings? It's a little bit more complex, subject matter's a little bit different. I think it's probably challenging for you.
Is he old enough to do Stephen King? I feel like he'd really get into the Stand.
I mean, Catherine really loves Stephen King, but no, I don't think he's old enough yet.
He's gonna have a phase. He will have a phase.
I can't wait. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
But so we'll go in after an hour, take his book and his book light, and he's started carrying and hiding a backup book in his room. So,
a backup book or a backup book light?
Well, we thought just a backup book.
Oh.
And then we realized, he's carrying backup book lights. So he squirrels away because Catherine's a reader too. So he'll squirrel away. He'll hijack a book light from her room. And so now we've accounted for, we have to know all the book lights. It's like knowing contraband in the house.
What?
We know we've got 6 book lights in this house and we have to account for every one.
I only have one. I'm going to get him a bunch of book lights.
Oh, you're such an asshole. And so once it's become an arms race here where we've accounted for all the book lights, but now he's started finding all of my flashlights around the house and he started squirreling those away. So now we found all the flashlights.
There you go. And he's got an old oil lamp.
Right.
He's putting whale fat in.
Because there's so many books, we can't hide every book in the house, you know.
Oh my God.
But so our goal has been, well, if we hide the lights, that's the solution. And so we thought we had all the lights. I said, I've got all the flashlight. Catherine's got all the book lights. We've won. We've beat him.
Yeah.
Right. And then Catherine goes in his room the other night and he found an old Halloween costume, an anglerfish costume. Where I don't know if you know what anglerfish is.
They're they look like Spawn, right?
Yeah, they look like
a scary, like the deep
scary
sea
monster deep sea fish that has a light that hangs over its head, like a little lantern that kind of hangs over its head.
It's like a bioluminescent light.
Exactly. So he's got a Halloween costume of one of these from a couple years ago, and it's got a little AAA battery in it with a little tiny light.
And he's got the fucking teeth and everything.
Yeah, and he was wearing this stupid Halloween mask so he could read with the little light.
Why don't you just let him read
till 4 a.m.?
He's the only child in America right now, in our entire broken nation.
I know.
Who wants to read, and you're taking it away from him.
I know.
He's going to heal our country.
I didn't say I was a good parent, Brandon.
So if you left him, I remember we had a dog years ago that died, Murphy, and he used to always dig at the beach. Mm-hmm. And it's fine. I was like, it's fine. But eventually you got to go. You're like, we got to go. I got to fill up the hole. Sometimes people would stumble into the hole, or the dog would get mad and growl at other dogs that were checking out the hole. But one day I went to the beach. I was like, I'm going to go really early in the morning.
Okay.
See how long he's going to dig. And he dug for 7 hours.
There you go.
You should just see how long this kid reads.
Yeah. We've done it. I mean, he'll read throughout the day for long periods of time, and we don't really stop him. We have had to set some ground rules. I mean, it sounds like a great problem to have. It's still a problem because if we don't stop him, he'll read throughout all of dinner, and he won't visit. You don't want to talk to you about your day, engage with you. And then
I would just be like, great, he's reading.
And
if
then
my kids are doing that, I'd be like, great, see you in 2 years.
Be careful what you wish for. And then at bedtime,
Henry's not going to know how to read.
But at some point, you do have to kind of call it and say, okay, you do need to get some sleep. I can't let you read for, 3 hours. You need to get 8 hours of sleep.
Have you ever caught him falling asleep reading?
Oh, yeah. He'll fall asleep reading too. Yeah.
I wonder if you just let him fall asleep reading.
I mean, we've done that. But at a certain point, like I said, you do have to kind of put their sleep. These kids, you know how it is. If they don't get enough sleep, they're a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. So am I.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but they don't, sometimes he just won't put himself to sleep. So anyway, this is my first world problems if my child reads too much.
Yeah, I guess, dude. Yeah. I had similar with Maggie, she's relentless, like your 9-year-old, where like she will, it's like careful what you wish for. I think you told me one time how you'd kind of make up, when your kids were little, you'd make up a song before bedtime or something.
Sure.
And it's like you have these skills and then they want you to do it all the time. And because I could build a cool fort, and I always wanted forts when I was a kid, but we couldn't afford forts. No, just building stuff, taking the furniture, literally I use the furniture, sheets, the cushions for me. But now she's like on a 3-day weekend, because we have a couple back-to-back this month, which sucks, for different birthdays. For Lincoln and I think Washington. So it's like a Monday off, another Monday off. Great. They'll go, can you build a fort? It's a long weekend. And I'll build them a fort. And she's like, this one, I actually want this kind of fort. And eventually it got so much where I said, listen, if you want me to build a fort for you, just for when you come home from school, tell me what you want. So I made this whole list. It needs to have a loft. It needs a secret entrance. It needs a table to put my mail on. She doesn't get mail. These different things. So I completed it. She came home. Was still not enough. Hours into this, John.
This fucking kid.
You know that feeling? I don't know if you get it. I actually can feel rage like a liquid
building up in you.
Where it goes, a fun thing, say you're doing a marble run. This is fun.
Sure.
You start to get there, maybe one piece of it doesn't work, you get a little frustrated, and then the other kid's like standing on the table, and then the other one's arguing, and then it's like you can feel that joy leave.
The fun's leaving, and it's being replaced.
And it's like a liquid. You can just feel in your veins going, I'm about to say, God fucking damn it.
I've started identifying which triggers are for me. One of them is very similar to yours, where the kids used to want me to build them obstacle courses all the time. Throughout, this is kind of our version of the fort, and it would start out really fun, but then it would keep building, and it would keep being more and more and more, and pretty soon the entire family room and living room are taken up, and they're dragging all this shit out, and it's 10 minutes to bedtime, and this isn't fun anymore. I'm just annoyed.
You're exhausted. You're annoyed. You have multiple more messes. That's what really pisses me off. Is like, I'll get it about done, and they'll lose interest, and they're like, can you whatever, or I'll put them in the bath so I can clean something up.
Sure.
And I had already spent 2 hours doing a thing, and then I go, can you bring us paint in the bath? Can we build a thing in here? And I'm like, I'm not fucking built. I'm not getting the magnet tiles out. I'm not doing another thing. You guys have made messes in every room but your own.
Yeah.
And I have to clean all this up. But I hate to get I hate when I get mean and mad at them.
Sure.
But it's like, there are times where I just want to go, I don't want to hang out with you guys. She's like, will you play with us? And I'm like, no, I built the fucking fort.
That was me.
So you leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
So your mom and I can visit. But now you want me to plug in a television.
Yeah.
Inside the fort.
They
and
want
bring
you
in
to
a toaster
Yeah.
and bring out your fake kitchen from outside, and you're making a shantyville in the entire living room now.
And they want you to play in the fort with them as well. You're just like, no, I built you this so I didn't have
Also,
to.
I can't fucking breathe in this thing because she wants it completely closed. She's like, there can't be any cracks. You go in there,
Sure.
it's 98 degrees.
Yeah.
It's like if I wanted a sauna, I'd go to the Y.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Fucking kids. What a pain in the ass.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
Build your own fort. Did you ever have a tree fort when you were a kid or no?
No, I wish I did. I grew out in the desert, man.
In a cactus?
In a fucking cactus fort? No, we've talked about this a little bit, but we would do camping outside. We would do tents and stuff in the front yard.
Yeah.
But I never had a tree fort, unfortunately. I always wanted one.
We have a great tree out front where the swing is, and the kids are kind of done with the swing. I'm like, I wonder if I build a tree. I mean, I couldn't build a tree house, but I was looking at tree houses, and you can hire people to build a tree house. There's tree house builders, but they're expensive as hell. And then Jenna was also like, my wife was like, I'm worried about a tree fort because what if, all the kids in the neighborhood are going to climb on it? What if one of them falls off?
Yeah, because your tree's in the front. Your tree's in the front yard.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're speaking as an attorney from Morgan & Morgan.
I am. Yeah. I mean,
so it's a liability. Even if any kid walks by.
Yeah.
Right?
I love the idea of a tree fort. I think you need to put some sort of locking panel or something, right? So you can't
beware
get into
of owner sign.
Yeah, maybe it's got a rope ladder that you can put up or something.
Maybe.
So I'm thinking of various ways to keep it off limits to kids.
Well, it doesn't have to be crazy. I mean, it doesn't have to be huge like the Sandlot classic American fort. It could just be a little tree house or something where they can sit up there and eat their chips.
That is kind of the pinnacle, right? That is exactly what I was thinking of, was the Sandlot.
The Sandlot.
That's what I was thinking of, right?
The Home Alone one, but that only featured at the end of the movie.
But the one in Sandlot's like a character in the movie.
There's
it's great.
So much in that.
Remember the vacuum explodes in it?
Forever. I don't remember the vacuum exploding.
Yeah. When they're trying to get the ball from the backyard from the big dog, and they try to use a vacuum to do it with like tubes, and the vacuum ends up exploding in their treehouse. Movie. But yeah, that would be it. I mean, you've got a great tree. I think you have to do it.
It is such a good tree.
Yeah, you're legally obligated to do it.
I almost feel like it. When we were in Chicago recently on our kind of Midwest trip, we stayed with our friends Heather and Dusty, and they lived in the Lincoln Square neighborhood, if you remember Lincoln Square.
Yeah.
And the street that they are on was so picturesque, snowy, all, similar brownstone 3 flats. And this entire street had tree forts in every tree. Little tree forts.
Yeah.
And they said that there's an old man in the neighborhood who builds them for people.
Oh, wow.
For free.
You could be that guy.
I couldn't be that guy. I would, the tree fort would fail if it was me.
Do you think he built one for his child and he died?
In
the fort?
And
now this man, his penance is, never again. I will build tree forts for every family.
Little Billy.
Yeah.
Little Billy died.
Well,
it's for his memory.
Really sorry to bring it down there. Shit.
No. I like doing that. Let's take a break.
So I was out of town last week for a couple days. I had to go to Oakland for work. And as you might imagine, my wife was ecstatic about that, leaving her alone for a couple nights with a puppy and children.
Her choice is a couple nights. I mean, that's nothing.
I know. But I'd already left town once for a couple nights. I had to go to Texas, and then now I had to go to Oakland for a couple nights. So she was real stoked.
Or are you going to those? You're going to the Turning Point USA meetups, right?
Yeah, you can just follow the Turning Point map. Right? Yeah. Where all the popular meetups are.
Yeah.
No, it was it was just before this. It was a week before the Super Bowl. So I was like, it's just going to be 2 nights. It's not going to be a big deal.
And she's crying.
Yeah.
She's like, but I miss you so much.
No, she doesn't miss me. She just wants me to help with the kids and the dog.
It's for labor.
Yeah. And so I go, okay, hopefully things will go well. And the second night I'm there, I'm coming back the next morning, but the second night I'm there, I just get a text from her as we're walking back from dinner, and it just says 911, the text.
What?
I know. And I go, oh no, this can't be good.
Did you text back, never forget?
Yeah, right? 911 or 911? And so
why did she text you 911 like it's an emergency?
Yeah. I mean, this isn't like
is she 8?
This isn't a common thing we do. She's never texted me 911 before.
Code.
No, this isn't a code that I'm aware of. I mean, I'm just using kind of common sense here where I go, I think that means emergency.
To me, it'd be like getting a text from my wife that says, Uncle? And she'd be like, well, it means I gave up. What?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I guess technically it does mean that, but no, so I go, oh, great. So I call her and she goes, okay, so I just got home from work and the kids were in the kitchen and one of them dropped a grape and the dog ate the grape.
Okay.
And I go, exactly. That's my response. I go, okay. And she goes, grapes are poisonous to dogs.
Is that true?
I said, is that true? You're doing all of the exact things that I said.
Did you say, according to the movie Fantastic Mr. Fox?
And she goes, yeah. So she goes, but I don't know what to do. And I called our vet, but they're closed right now. So I just got like their line and they said, call the poison control hotline. But I called and...
Was your other question, did you Google this?
Yeah. She was kind of freaking out a little bit, and she goes, well, maybe you can because I did kind of say, did you? She goes, well, can you maybe research it a little bit and see what's going on here?
And you go, I just came from a nice dinner.
You're kind of ruining my vibe right now. All right, and I go, okay, I'll do it.
It was family style. So the apps were great.
I go, what is she fucking talking about? Grapes? So I look it up right away, and turns out grapes are super poisonous for dogs. It causes kidney failure. And I go, oh, holy shit. Who knew?
I've been giving my dog grapes for weeks.
So I start researching it and ChatGPTing it and stuff. And all the responses are, yeah, get your dog to an emergency vet right away. They have to throw up, get it out of their system. So I call her back and I just go, yeah, you need to go to the emergency vet. So I called one of our friends who just lives down the street. And I said, hey, what emergency vet do you use? And they told us, and we said, okay, great. So I told her to go there. So she goes to the emergency vet. It's her and her mom and the kids. And
so her mom was there too?
Her mom was there, yeah.
Already?
Yes.
No help, huh?
This happened.
She didn't catch it, huh?
I mean, full disclosure, this happened right before Catherine walked in the door coming home from work.
Okay.
That the kids were with the grandparents.
Yeah.
And so Catherine walked into this.
She walked into the grape thing in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
So her mom then said, oh no, the dog ate a grape.
Exactly.
And then you get the 911
Yeah.
text.
And so I'm like, I'm figuring this all out after the fact. Yeah. So I'm like, why is your mom there? Why are you taking the kids? Like, what's going on?
We know shouldn't be trusted in that kitchen. Who has no business in there.
Oh my God. So they go and, it's, $500 to make the dog throw up.
Can you just give it like hydrogen peroxide and make it throw up?
Yeah, this
or
is...
you just lit...
your dad just would have shot the dog and been done with it.
Right away.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even said, what did he eat? He would have just shot it in the head.
No, but for us, no, we took it to the emergency vet and they make it throw up and then they give it fluids and stuff.
Ugh.
I know. And so... yeah.
Sounds more like a 311, not a 911 to me.
611 maybe at most. And so, they did all that. She gets the dog back home. Everything's okay. So when I came back, of course, she didn't hold any of this against me, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
This was...
What would she possibly hold against you?
Obviously, Brandon, this is all my fault for leaving town.
This would have never happened. It would have because it wasn't...
in this predicament.
Oh my God, dude. Your wife has got to go. I'm glad we have this show. I hope she listens to it.
You're the only one who... She does listen to it, and this is going to cause a problem. I'm telling you now.
Well, listen, there's more problems in the world than the Grape situation.
No, this was the situation of our week last week. Cut to the chase. Dog's fine. I'm still in the doghouse about this, I think.
No pun intended.
Hey-yo.
Oh.
Up top.
Why would you be in the doghouse for taking a 2-day trip and her mom let the dog eat grapes?
Yeah, Catherine, why? Why would I?
Let your man leave town. Listen, John works hard, Catherine. If he needs to go out with the boys and hit the clubs, let him hit the clubs. If he wants to hit the golf, the country club, the strip club, you let him. A man's got to relax.
I was having a grand old time in Oakland,
Doing what? Getting robbed in a Waymo?
Yeah.
Fucking Oakland. Who has a grand old time there? We got our windows smashed in the back of our car while we're getting on the on-ramp.
They have some great restaurants.
So they got some great food co-ops.
I actually sent
some great restaurants.
I actually sent you a picture from one of the
robbed outside.
One of the restaurants I was at.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
Where was it? Should I look?
Sure. It was a Week in Pickle. That was one of their things.
Oh, you did send me that. That was funny.
Yeah.
That's from Portlandia.
Yeah, they had a Week in Pickle.
But the actual name was Week in Pickle that?
No, that was one of the items on their menu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a work trip. It actually wasn't that exciting, but it was. I did feel bad because. It's one of those things when you leave town, you want everything to go smooth. You don't want your partner to have to deal with some emergency or anything, right?
However, you're a little happy that it wasn't the other way around.
No, I disagree. I would have rather it happened on my watch.
Why? Because then you could hold the guilt over her?
No, because I feel
versus
bad.
When you leave town, you can be like, all right, love you. Don't leave any grapes out.
Yeah, no, because you're such a dick. No, because I feel bad because now I don't want to leave town again because I'm going to feel guilty because it's like, see what happens when you leave town? This fucking thing falls apart, right? You got to be here. You can't leave, Listen, I'm fucking handcuffed to this house, Brandon.
It is true that almost every time I leave town, something goes sideways, but it's not like the fault of anybody. It's like the refrigerator broke.
Sure.
So I think truly, because you're our number one emergency contact,
yeah.
You're the guy we call when anything goes wrong with a house because we don't know how to do anything.
Sure.
So it'll be like, oh, I called John, the hot water heater went out.
Yeah.
And then usually like, my dad, her dad's on his way up to fix the hot water heater. The fridge is broken, whatever. But there's always some big, I think the last 2 bigger trips I did was like the refrigerator broke when my dad died and I was in Michigan. They had to get a new fridge. And then I think another trip I was on in Michigan, the hot water heater went out and broke and we had to spend $1,000 to get a new one installed and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious when I go to Michigan to do my one-man show in April and I'm gone for a whole week. I'm like, what expensive item that is necessary for this house to function will break?
Whenever I go out of town, I swear to God something goes wrong. And it's no one's fault. It's just some weird thing that floats around in the ether or in the universe where it's just like something's going to go wrong.
Do you think you're creating it though in the universe? You're putting it forth.
Like an energy I'm putting out?
I know you don't believe in things like energy that's scientifically proven, but that your thoughts create events or anything like that.
I don't know. I mean, you may be onto something because it seems like too much of a coincidence where it's like whenever somebody's out of town, it's just that's going to be the time.
What was the last thing that happened to your recollection when you left town?
What happened last time? Something happened with the house, and goddamn it, this isn't going to make for a great pod here because I can't remember what. But something. Oh, you know what happened? I'm remembering one of them. A dead rat was in the pool.
Ew, that's gross.
Yeah. Catherine called me up. She said, "Hey, there's a dead rat in the pool. What do I do about it?"
No.
I was like, "Fuck, I don't know. It's never happened before."
And you said, "Why don't you Google it?"
Yeah.
And stop calling me because I'm at a really nice dinner.
Yeah. God damn it. You're ruining my dinners.
I'm not with my coworkers. I'm with my friends that I work with. Yeah. So she had to fish it out.
She had to fish it out with
Jenna
the pool
would
net.
have left that shit. Yeah. She would have left it for me when I came home.
Yeah.
She would not deal with it. I don't mind dead animal corpses. I come across them, I go, I'll drag this off the road. You know?
Well, I mean, that's the Midwest in you.
The poor rat, though.
I mean, it's a rat. I kind of hate rats.
I like rats, though.
Do you?
I wish I didn't have to worry about them giving me diseases or biting me because I do think they're cute. Now, what grosses me out is like I follow that Subway Creatures account on Instagram, and there'll be people like on the New York subway who will like have pet rats, and they'll like open their mouth and let the rat, and I'm like, yuck.
No,
pet rat people, they gotta go.
It's the tail.
It's the tail for me. I do like, I've seen, I don't know what, if they're like field mice or what. There's some kind, maybe it's a muskrat, but they look like rats, but they have little short tails that are not gross. And are kind of furry, and I'm like, you're cute, just like beavers. Like I love a beaver. If I could have a pet that was like a wild animal that I didn't have to worry about killing me, it'd be a beaver.
You know, it's the tails. It really is, because possums, same thing. The tail, it's fucked.
And the thing is, possums like don't really bite. They're like very clean animals.
Yeah,
they're very kind. They're they're all these things, but you look at that tail and you go, ooh, there's something. It's almost like how it's presupposed that we have almost a genealogical disgust at snakes that has been passed down,
because it is like a visceral reaction we have.
That was the
right?
word I was looking for.
Yeah,
that it's like biblical times of Adam and Eve and like the original predators and all these things, and it's like snakes just
because you see guinea pigs, squirrels, these other things that are not that different than rats.
And I've been bit by squirrels and mice and rats because I'm stupid and I've tried to like feed them or hold them.
Yeah, famously. You are an idiot when it comes to squirrels.
And now my son bitten by squirrels. Yeah,
four-fingered Henry Ogborn.
I remember when we lived in Santa Barbara and I first met four-fingered Henry, and I first met you, and I lived with my ex, and there was this creature that crawled around on the floor in broad daylight, and it was some kind of hamster. I thought it was like a hamster muskrat, something. I don't know why in my dumb mind I was like, I'll just pick it up.
Okay.
I picked this thing up. Turned around and looked at me. It looked like a Muppet.
Okay.
And it was real cute. And I was like, hey, little guy, I'm going to put you outside. And it just went, and it sunk its big old, it had not sharp teeth, but they were like beaver teeth, kind of
like human
chiclet.
teeth.
And it sunk these things right deep into my hand. And guess who called poison control?
This guy. I don't remember this at all.
I don't think I ever
Some mysterious rodent animal.
Never knew what it was.
It was a chinchilla.
I stomped its ass. No, it ran off. What if I killed it? And they bring it in the museum. Yeah, they're like, this was it. This was, the
final dodo bird. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's the... that's the famous grape story. So.
Oh yeah. Just real quick, I had a message for your wife.
Yeah.
Grow up. Grow up.
This message is not endorsed by John Ahern.
2 days. My wife's leaving for a week. I'll beat your ass. We have this orange tree we share with the backyard neighbor, and Maggie and I picked about, I think, 120 oranges, tangerines off it, and we gave them to friends and stuff over the holidays.
We got some. They were great.
You got some.
Yeah.
And I just wish they didn't have the seeds.
Yeah, the kids did complain about the seeds.
Nobody likes the seeds tree. And we brought them a couple doors down here in the neighborhood to our elderly neighbor, Gertrude. So Gertrude's son Norman lives with her. He there's a lot of junk on the property, and but the kids loved Gertrude, and for Christmas they'd bring her stuff. Anytime we bake cookies, they'd bring her, and she walks every day. She would walk every day. She has a walking stick and stuff, and I go, "Oh, you're walking," and she go, "If I don't walk, I'll die. That's what it is." And then a couple weeks ago, we got all these texts from the neighbors. Were there cops at your house and ambulances and stuff at 5 a.m? What's going on? And I was like, no, not that I know of. Then found out that Gertrude had a fall.
Ooh.
And she's in a rehab place.
Okay.
She's probably not coming home. And this hit Henry and Maggie kind of hard because they love seeing her and they'll always go talk to her and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't think she paid much mind to the kids, but when we brought the oranges over, Gertrude came to the door and she said, Maggie dropped him off, and it was kind of spooky. She goes, "Maggie, can I give you a hug?" And she goes, "Okay." And she gave her this hug and was kind of almost crying. And she was like, "I love you so much. When I see you and you light up my life," and all this. And Maggie was kind of like, "Ugh, lady." But I asked Maggie after. She goes, "No, she just hugged me." I was like, "Okay, you kind of look like you were fighting for your life." We're back. Listen, it's the gotta go section.
We alluded to it. Here we are.
It's things that we had so much fun doing it last week. We want to do it again. We'll see if it works. But this is the gotta goes. This is a rapid fire round of minuscule idiosyncrasies that bother us.
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever done anything rapid fire, but we are going to try.
We're going to try to do rapid fire.
We're going to try it. All right.
The first gotta go for me is celebrities dying. They gotta stop dying. No, what bothers me is social media generally, although I do partake in it, but commenting when people die. Is that there will be an announcement that somebody died, and then people go, "This one hurts."
Sure.
This one hurts.
This one was precious to me.
And I'm like, did you know them?
Yeah.
You didn't. Or they'll be like, "My heart hurts today."
Catherine O'Hara, my heart hurts. Sure.
Does it? Did you know her? Why would you care? Like, they're dead. You didn't know them. They made movies. I guess I shouldn't say, why would you care? But why would you share publicly that it hurts you? You're not their family. You're not affected by it.
Yeah, people definitely.
There's also
they have this feeling that they know celebrities,
it's
right?
Like, James Earl Jones died. Okay, let's have a retrospective to him as an actor in theater and all these things. Appreciate it. It hurts you. He was in his 90s. You're going to have the same reaction to him as Bob Newhart. What hurt you more? And you look at these people who are commenting, it's like, you didn't give a fuck about Bob Newhart or Julie Andrews. Just kidding. She's still alive. Now, the Queen of England, I get it. It's like she was the queen, okay? She represented this national identity for you, even though it was like a slave state. But it's like, you don't see O.J. Simpson died in 2024. You don't see the same sentiment for him. That hurt anybody?
So this is your gotta go.
Not
that celebrities are dying, but that people are emotionally affected by celebrities dying.
That they publicly are alleging that their heart hurts.
Sure.
Now, you can show your respects for them. Certainly, it's famously when Princess Diana died, lots of people showed up the gates of Buckingham Palace with flowers. Now they just go, "This one hurts."
Sure.
Kato Kaelin is dead.
Yeah.
Or whoever. Right?
Okay.
It's got to stop. If somebody dies, unless if they're murdered and you got to weigh in like, ugh, that's tough for the family, leave it alone. Don't comment unless if you knew that person.
Okay. Gotta go.
It's got to go.
All right.
Your turn.
My gotta go. As I mentioned, I did travel this past week for work.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Never again. But when you do travel, I notice this as I'm going through airports, I'm going through restaurants, I'm going through hotels. You know what's fucking gotta go? AI generated cover songs. This is some bullshit. I've been exposed to so much AI generated cover songs this past week, and I fucking hate it.
Where are you hearing this, by the way?
Hotel lobbies, airports, right? These public places where they want to play kind of non-controversial, just generic ass music that they don't have to pay for.
Are they doing an actual cover of a song?
Yes. So it's AI generated cover songs. I'll hear it and I'll be like, this is fucking living on a prayer. Like, what am I hearing right now? You know?
But it's an AI
And
version.
I've looked them up to be like, what are these songs? And it'll be these, Spotify artists. That's just a bunch of cover songs that came out this year, right? And you look it up and you're like, this isn't a real artist. And then you listen to the songs and you're like, oh, this is some bullshit, like AI generated nonsense. And I hate it. Where I go,
you got to complain about this, dude.
Dude, it's the worst because I think cover songs, recorded cover songs is one thing. I think if you have a unique take on a popular song, I'm not against it. I'm okay with cover songs in general. I do have a little bit of a qualm against just kind of real generic adult contemporary cover versions of popular songs because I feel like it's almost methadone of music.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's just like, oh, you kind of recognize this melody, right? But here's a very acoustic-y,
I want to interject because there's so much in minutia of this that my pet peeve is I really hate cover songs that white guys will do on YouTube with a guitar of a hip hop song. Mm-hmm. And it's so common where they'll do like No Diggity by Backstreet.
Sure.
They'll be like, I like the way you work it, No Diggity. And there's supposed to be some kind of like novelty to it that's funny. Sure. And it's like, it's not anymore.
No.
It's not funny to do Lil Wayne on a guitar. It
was funny 15 years ago when this first happened, the first couple times.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's even one thing. That is insulting, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Because do you think you're being novel or funny in any way? You're not. This started 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
Like, get an original bone in your body.
It's also like, I'm doing black people music. Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. It's not. It's not funny.
But this is worse because these are robots doing it.
You're trading on somebody else's creativity and you're polishing off all the edges and everything about it that made it interesting, and you're just taking this kind of melody and it's awful.
Wait, are we talking about white guys doing black covers, or we're talking about the robots?
Those kind of cover songs that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Now, even more insulting is the AI version of this now, because now you don't even need the clueless white guy doing it anymore. You just have a robot machine taking the output that was interesting from another human at one point in time, and you're just making it as mundane and soulless as possible so we can fill the airwaves around us with just pacifying us with these melodies.
Music. Yeah. But I think this is also a licensing issue.
It is.
These companies don't have to pay the money to pay for No Doubt's cover or the No Doubt song.
Yep.
When they can have the robot do the No Doubt
song. So even more insulting because now we're stealing from artists yet again. Great.
We're scraping.
Another way we can fuck artists, right?
Which I think we should, I think a way to deal with this is to complain. When you hear it, you write in and you go, this is
my complaint. I put it on Gotta Goes.
This is an abomination.
Yeah.
And we got to get rid of this.
I'm using my platform.
Rid of these Spotify fake bands.
Yeah. Like if you want to listen to these songs, if you want to play these songs in your hotel or in your airport or whatever, fucking pay the artist that made the song.
Yeah,
right?
We're not staying at your Howard Johnson.
Exactly. God damn it. Okay. Gotta go.
My gotta go also is another tech thing. And I'm sorry this is tech heavy, you gotta go.
Okay, let's hear it.
But this bothers me so much. And it's kind of how we've talked about, oh, did you read the book or did you listen to it? Mm-hmm. Look, the majority of our lives are online now, right? You don't need to tell me how you communicated with somebody. Just tell me that you communicated with them.
Say more about this.
Okay. Say less. Which is, say more would be, hey, John, can you check in with our producer Wyatt and let me know if he's going to meet us for dinner.
Sure.
You would go, I did. He's meeting us for dinner at 6. Great.
Mm-hmm.
But some people will go, I pinged him and I didn't hear back.
Okay.
I texted him. Oh, we talked on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I sent him a message on Slack. I reached out on WhatsApp. I heard back on email. I don't fucking care.
Okay, I'm following you.
Just tell me if you communicated with them.
You don't care what medium I used.
We're not going to court over this.
Yeah.
If we do, then we can delineate.
Sure.
We'll get into it. It was a Facebook message.
Yeah, okay, got it.
They slid into your DMs.
Yeah.
Just tell me that you communicated with these people.
There's no value in telling you what platform I used.
The additional step, I don't fucking care what it was. You use the social media side of Spotify that nobody's using.
Sure.
You messaged him there. It was on Teams.
Got it.
It was over Zoom.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
Just tell me if you spoke or not. We can just say, I spoke to.
Sure.
Right? That's, I think, what I'm saying. I spoke to my friend Cameron in Amsterdam. Nobody goes, were you talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Did you do it over Zoom?
Yeah.
What you did Marco Polo video messages?
Yeah.
We spoke. Shut the fuck up.
What platform did you use?
Nobody
this
cares.
Is crucially important.
Your platform.
That we get to the bottom
are
of
also
this.
going to be gone. They're all going to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Skype calls are done.
It all sounds super dated. You're like, I Skyped him.
We don't need to embarrass ourselves years from now. Just say we spoke.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Who gives a shit?
Who cares? Your turn.
I'm on board with this one. This is great.
Thank you.
All right.
We spoke.
I love it.
John and I spoke on this. Well, did you speak while you were recording the podcast? We spoke.
I sent him a Western Union.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one, I am going to have to pull up my phone here.
That's fine. I've been using mine.
And this is a callback from earlier. As I mentioned, we had the Grape incident with the dog.
Yeah.
So my gotta go is
it's funny because Grape, because of the Epstein files and people posting about it, they can't say rape, or they're worried about getting censored saying rape, so they'll say Grape on social media.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's going to be funny how this clip gets used when you're like, we had the Grape incident with a dog.
Yeah. Okay. So my gotta go is toxic pet foods. More importantly, the mystery around what foods in our home are toxic and dangerous to our pets.
Oh, I thought you were talking like emotionally toxic.
No. So
or like make America healthy again.
Physically toxic pet foods. And I don't mean that I can't wave a magic wand here and get rid of foods being toxic to pets.
Okay, so you're not talking about pet food. You're talking about foods that are toxic to pets.
Yes, that's a better way to put it. Yeah.
All right. I thought you meant like, don't feed your dog prairie food. It's poison.
Got it. No, what I'm saying is I want to get rid of the mystery around what foods are toxic to our animals. And so what I'm going to do here is
make up a fake list.
Make up a real list.
Oh.
These are the common foods that you need to be careful of around your dog. You ready?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. Because I want to get rid of this. Okay. Anything with xylitol in it. So these are like sugar-free gums, mints, even some peanut butters and certain baked foods that have xylitol in it. Extremely toxic to pets. You drop this on the ground, fucking kill your dog.
Okay.
All right. Grapes and raisins and currants are all extremely dangerous.
What
to
about
dogs.
craisins?
Craisins even worst of all.
They call them craisin for a reason.
I mean, raisins are really, really bad because it's all the danger of a grape,
just
but
be
it's a
careful.
quarter
I want
of
you,
the
as
size.
you say this, to know that some of these could be future sponsors.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't eat them as a
Okay.
human, but we should know this because the whole incident with the grape, I'm like, is that dangerous? Who fucking knew this?
Yeah.
I am using my podium here, Brandon, to demystify.
Nobody knew he had a locked and loaded gun
We
sitting out.
all know about chocolate, right? Chocolate, real bad for dogs.
Yeah,
right?
my dad killed his dog with chocolate.
There you go.
Then he killed another one with a real gun.
But did you know also onions, garlic, chives, and leeks equally dangerous for dogs?
I don't know.
Did you know that?
I did, but I don't follow that because I've given my dog raw onions.
Okay. Well,
for breakfast.
I mean, I don't think you have.
I mean, a dog's not going to even want to eat.
I don't think you have. Alcohol, we all knew that. It's probably bad for a dog. Caffeine, very bad for dogs. Okay. Macadamia nuts, not good for dogs. Okay.
How long is this list, John?
Almost done.
Okay.
High salt foods, these are like things that aren't great for him. But the last one, yeast dough. So maybe you're making some pizza dough. Maybe you're making some bread.
No.
We do. And
you would.
And if you drop it on the ground, highly dangerous for dogs.
Okay, I want you to share this list with your mother-in-law because she's the one who did this. You're looking at it like I have an issue.
I mean, you just told me you feed your dog craisins and yeast and raw onions.
The thing just loves. It goes, where's my raw yeast? Something you probably didn't know that's toxic that my dumbass sister in Portugal did. Love her. She's not a dumbass, but her dog, and this is some shit that I would do. Her dog had some skin thing, was like itching all the time. So being the hippie that she was like, I'll put some tea tree oil on it. She did. Motherfucker ended up in the hospital. Was just like,
it's real bad for him. Yeah.
Really allergic to tea tree oil.
There you
kill
go.
A dog.
There you go.
You know?
All right. So that's my gotta go. I don't want there to be mystery around this shit. All right. Because everybody who I've told about this grape story, they're like, what? Grapes are dangerous?
Grapes?
I'm like, why are we all fucking going around here and none of us know this? We should know.
I think we
should
know. It's got to go. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Craisins. What would we do if John didn't use his platform for good to inform the public about yeast?
Reprimand people for being emotional about celebrities again? All right, you got one more?
Yeah. What's with all this pot? Everywhere I go, I'm smelling dope. Can we...
Is this really your gotta go? What do we
Kinda.
Oh, my God.
There's too much of it. We got to reel it back in.
Pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open the prisons back up.
What are you talking about?
No, but you know what? In Southern California, I'm like, can I go outside with smelling the weed?
You're such an old man. Holy
All these
shit.
people, they're out there. They're just lighting it up in the streets. I go by the park. My kids got to smell that swag downtown Brown. These jazz musicians. And then I say, why can't you just vape it so I don't got to smell it? Am I at a Grateful Dead concert? Anyways, I want to thank Joe Biden and his crime bill. And I think we need to open those clinkers back up for all the dopers.
So gotta go is people smoking pot.
Yeah, too much pot.
Too much pot smoking.
And you know what else? These cars are going too fast.
Yeah, no, you lost me on this last one. We've officially,
Okay, I'll bring it back.
We've gone too long.
You know what's got to go? This Jeffrey Epstein guy.
Okay.
I think we've had enough of him. I think somebody ought to do something about him.
Oh, this is what you're going to use your platform for.
They need to lock that guy up.
No one's talking about this enough.
I'll tell you what, that guy's a real bad seed. All right, we're back for the opposite of They Gotta Go, which is recommendations.
Recommendations, absolutely. You want to go first or second this week?
Your Honor, I'd like to go first.
All right, fire away.
This is a recommendation that's quite simple, and anybody can do it in any town. And that is, frequent your local diner. I feel like as a family, the few times that you get to go out to eat, it's like, you go to a place or you go to a chain place, and we're victim to frequenting some of the chain restaurants in a jam. But every town has a diner, if not multiple diners. And some of these places, you go, how the fuck is this place still in business? And the reason is old people. They usually set their schedules and they go there at a regular time. And I am a firm believer in having your kids be around old people and get to talk to old people and make it a regular occurrence that they know how to interact with and feel normal around old people. And old people are the backbone of the diner business. And they're going to age out and die out just like they do at a lot of these old churches. Yeah. So there's so much also like a sense of community in a diner with the regulars. And I met my friend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I met a friend, Jeff, at a diner up here in Lakewood, California. Up the street a little bit. And this diner's been in family hands for years, and they have great food. not all diners have great food, but this one does. But diner food is also just pretty okay. And they have breakfast and lunch, and they have a meatloaf and fish and chips, and they probably have 500,000 different ways to get your eggs. But I think bring your kids or meet your parents or something. My wife does it with her dad like once a month. They go to breakfast at some place, and I don't get to do that much. And I just enjoyed this diner, and I'm like, I gotta support the local diner and just put it in the rotation.
Absolutely.
Put your local diner in the rotation.
Listen, it's reasonably priced.
They usually always have crayons for the kids.
You get breakfast any time of day. I'm a sucker for that.
The thing is, nostalgia-wise, it's one of the few things that still exists on this earth, in this world, in your town and community that you had when you were a kid. Granted, it doesn't smell like cigarettes, but
I would say that's a win, though. I think we've and it's that's like, for the better.
We're like, oh, technology and like, yeah, TikTok and doop. And it's like, we missed the whatever. It's here. You still have it at the diner. Bring your kids to the diner. Go to the diner. Meet your friend. Don't meet up for fucking drinks and a party or this or that or some fancy new restaurant. Meet them at the diner.
I like it. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember the Golden Apple in Chicago?
Yes, I loved the Golden Apple.
And do you remember the This American Life episode about the Golden Apple?
I remember that.
It's one of the classics.
Classic.
Yeah. I mean, I'll piggyback on yours for go listen to the Golden Apple episode
so good.
This American Life.
We used to go there after improv shows. I used to go there with Christopher Lloyd when he was living in Chicago.
What a great diner.
Dude,
Chicago's got some great diners.
Great diners, and they'd have that pie case just rotating around.
The rotating pie case.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, local diners. Don't go to the chain ones. Find a local, right?
Find the ones that they didn't scrape like AI to make a chain of diners.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them around here. Every town has a diner. There's even, if you don't have a diner, find that weird old bar that's also a diner, you know?
Sure.
You get to see those day drunks while you're getting your eggs, and they maybe have a lotto machine and a pool table there.
Yeah,
those places still exist, man.
Yeah, I'm less fond of those places. I'm for the diner. I don't know if I'm for the day drunk
well, if you like to write
bar.
and observe people, which I'll tell you a quick diner funny thing, hyper local, but do you know that diner down on 4th Street or on Broadway by Cherry Park?
I do. Yes.
I went in there one time and they have a diner, and then there's
it's not huge. Yeah, I know the diner.
Huge,
yeah,
but there's actually a bar at the other end of it.
Oh, I didn't know
that. And I
went
went in there one time just having breakfast, and then I went to go in the bathroom, and there was a pretty impressive alcoholic woman at the bar at 9 a.m, and she sees me and she's like blotto drunk, and she goes, "Hey, sweetie." And I go, "Hey." And then I go in the bathroom and she goes, "John F. Kennedy just went in the bathroom." That's the kind of shit you get.
I mean, how many times does she use that line, you know?
Twice a day.
Anytime somebody who's like halfway attractive.
Yeah. So that's all I got. Go to the diner, bring the kids to the diner, meet your friends at the diner, family diner.
Yeah, I think that's a great recommendation. And it's funny because I think my recommendation is definitely different, but I do feel as though it's in line with yours, which is this past week, we took the kids to, and every town has these places, and these places, I love
You're going to go diners.
No, every town has at least one of these places, and I think they're so funny, and they're so fun to go to, and these are local, not prisons, local exotic pet shops. These are like, when you go to these pet shops in a town where it's like, oh, you want a Gila monster? You want a chameleon? You want a praying mantis?
You want a new Wuhan virus?
Yeah, you want some weird pet, and you got to find that weird pet shop. Yeah. This is no Petco, my friend.
Yeah.
This is a place where it's some dude with a lot of tattoos, questionable haircut, right? He owns this place.
Meth.
Yeah. There's always like dudes showing up on like their motorcycles to buy their, Gila monster food or whatever, right? These places are so weird and so much fun. It's basically like going to a zoo for free.
I could not get my wife to walk even to the parking lot of where this is. I imagine
oh my God.
She's got to be so gross.
They're so much fun.
I'm surprised you're not grossed out about like the filth.
No, they're so much fun. They're great. And you get to see the craziest animals. It'll be some weird-ass lizard, and it's $7,000. And you go, where's the capital coming?
Do they let your kids hold them or what?
I mean, you can, but what I have noticed at these places is they do have a little bit of an interactive element because they know kind of what they're dealing with. So, for example, we went to one this past week, and they have a bunch of turtles in front, right?
Yeah.
And these huge kind of pond things in front of the store, and it says, feed the turtles for $2.
Oh,
and they give you
smart.
like these big cups of mealworms that you can feed the turtles. And so now there's this interactive element.
They're trying to get you in the door.
Kids love it. They're having a blast. You know?
But they probably can spot a looky-loo.
Oh, yeah. But they're just like, listen, we get people in here wanting to do
You don't
weird
have
shit.
enough teardrop tattoos for them to take you seriously as a buyer.
Yeah, and then that means...
They go, you don't look like you've been sued in family court.
Yeah, that means Zane doesn't need to feed the turtles today, right?
They would be a Zane.
Totally, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you get to walk around these stores and see the craziest reptiles and animals they have, and you're like...
That are all illegal.
I would go to a zoo to see this shit, and you get to see it at this weird, exotic pet shop for free.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. These places are weird. I feel like a lot of times they do go out of business, but every town has at least one.
That's because they went to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
They went to prison.
But then somebody else starts one up, right?
Yeah, somebody else goes, I want my infant baby to actually get eaten by this lizard that's almost extinct that I stole from Africa.
Yeah, and I always just, when I go to these places, I think like, where did you get the money to get this place going? Where did you find the contacts to get these animals here?
And they go, murder, stealing, illegal.
Are there licensing
prison
or permits involved here, or are you just kind of flying by the seat of your pants?
Yes, there's lots of licensing. Yeah. We don't do it.
We don't do any of it.
We don't do any of it.
I love it. I think it's super fun for kids.
Do you know Joe Exotic? I do.
Yeah.
Yes. He calls me from jail.
I'm not necessarily saying to buy anything from these shops.
You're saying just feel it.
But just go because it's super fun and weird, and I think it's great for kids to see fun and weird shit like this.
What a wild recommendation. I'm going to do it.
Absolutely do it.
I'm going to do it and report back next week.
Yeah, I'll send you I'll send you the ones we went to.
Yeah, send me the list from the Fishing and Gaming Commission.
Yeah, they're all banned, I'm sure. All right, that's my recommendation.
Okay, what a great show. Should we do shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, who are we shouting out this time?
Let's see. Once again, and as always, Larry Ellison and the Ellison family. I'd like to shout out Commerce Secretary, former Prince Andrew. Anybody who fell through the cracks on the latest Epstein Files release.
Sure.
Shout out to the grape farmers of America. We hope that this episode doesn't affect the sale of your crops, and we don't have to see those in a huge opportunity buy at Trader Joe's, because John's informed the public of the dangers of grapes.
Ocean Spray, we are looking for sponsors.
We are looking for sponsors. Ocean Spray, cranberries are a little more manageable when they're dried because they don't have the bouncing effect and the rolling that can make grapes a bit of an escape artist if you're a mother-in-law. Shout out anybody else?
The city of Oakland.
Oh my gosh, the city of Oakland. Shout out to the Waymos, that have been brutalized. By the way, did you see the testimony of the head of the Waymo guy who was like, yeah, they don't drive themselves. These guys in the Philippines remote control the cars.
No.
It's all a scam.
I don't believe this. We got to fact check all this.
Well, we are looking for sponsors from
we got to
Waymo.
fact check all this for sure.
Shout out to Oakland, the people there, and it is a dead city, but I'm glad you got to go see it.
I think husbands everywhere that are exhausted and can't tell their wives about it. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out. We see you. We hear you. You have a seat at the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk to your friends about being exhausted. Don't tell your wife.
Yeah, and shout out to the few kids who believe that reading is fundamental, and don't let those mean, cruel parents break your spirit.
If you're a parent out there also dealing with a serial reader of a child, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to know if I'm not alone in this journey.
I'm pretty sure you are. I can't think of anybody else who has been this voracious of a reader, besides like Eleanor Roosevelt, like, I could not put down a book.
My son is from a different time.
He really is, dude. Yeah. You got to settle in that's a Victorian ghost living in your house.
Yeah. What if nobody had ever actually seen him? It's just
Oscar
everyone's
Wilde.
like, you only have one child. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You're like, who read all these Lord of the Rings over and over? It was me. I'm a fucking nerd.
Oh, it's a flashback and it's really me the whole time.
It's really you.
Oh, goddamn it.
Yeah, and you're divorced again because you left your wife alone for more than a day and a half. Ooh.
All right. Anything else? Feeling good?
I always feel good. I look great. I feel great. No, I don't. Look like shit. Feel like it.
All right. I'm going to go take a nap.
Bye.
Listen, They're Fine is produced and edited by Wyatt Gray. Original music by John Ahern. John's Instagram is @JohnAhernMusic. And you can find my inappropriate parenting on Instagram @Bubba Ogborn. You can also find our recommendations linked in the show notes. If you have feedback or topic suggestions, our show email is listenthey'refine@gmail.com. And our TikTok and Instagram handles are @ListenThey'rFine. If you made it this far without calling Child Protective Services on us, please leave us a 5-star review. It helps other questionable parents find us. Share the chaos, tell a friend, tell your therapist, tell anyone who needs to feel better about their own parenting choices. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode.